Shana Tova, you guys. We have just finished the fast of Yom Kippur. We have sealed in all the light of our fresh new souls for the year. And I hope everybody's feeling fresh and effervescent. So warning, this week is Sukkot. And so we will be sort of cycling back through the dimensions of consciousness, those lower seven, just kind of like we did last week. So I will tell you now that we will both be blessed and challenged through those dimensions once more. I'll try to do a daily thing on my TikTok to keep us like up to speed on what the energy of the day is. I do my best to get them on there as early as possible, but I know sometimes they're in the afternoon, so bear with me, but just be in the consciousness of trying to receive the light and trying to be the version of your higher self that you want to start becoming. Think of this as the portal of that big timeline jump where the new self is like coming online. And so this is our start. This is the big kickoff. So the opponent will try to fluster us this week and get us to short circuit. But we're going to stay strong, we're going to stay resilient, and we're going to stay focused and awakened and conscious. And so the idea of this week is to stay as joyous and lighthearted and unified and grateful as possible. You want to stay in those high vibrational emotions and vibes and high vibrational consciousness of sharing and unity and unconditional love and gratitude and appreciation, because this is going to be the fuel that like fuels your manifestation for the year. It's like the juice that like turbocharges the soul for the blessings. So it really seals it in. It helps you really embody like the most positive seed level start to the year that you can. So I know. I am like weary, sweaty face emoji, like all day. I know. Dead. More dead than dead. I am with you. It has been a rigorous last couple of months and culminating in an exhausting death and rebirth. Rising from the ashes, though. I hope all of us are. Growth at the bottom of the deck that we can't see. Hilarious. The crown of glory sitting over us now, all this light coming in. So yeah, just stay in an upbeat mood. And if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Do your best not to do what Odysseus said in the Odyssey. He said, plug your ears with wax and bind me to the mast, because he didn't want the sirens to like suck everybody in, right, into the chaos. So yes, vigilance, persistence, and determination this week. One more week, and then we can kind of relax, and then it's eclipse season. So excited. So this is my Yom Kippur outfit. I have this like very whimsical dress that I like to wear for Yom Kippur. I like to wear these red coral beads. They are unconditional love, devotion, purification. Coral should be left in the ocean, but this was one of those items that was like given to me and found, and so it wasn't purchased. So all right, you guys, let's take a look at the week ahead to see what the energy is going to be like for the week to come. We're doing our Sunday night segment right now, it's Monday evening. I'm going to catch up with our anchor message tomorrow. I didn't film. I had to abstain from work and food and water over the last couple of days during Yom Kippur, which was Sunday at sunset till tonight at sundown. Been ritualing with the Kabbalah Center. So yeah, no food and water, no bathing or cleansing, no washing hands or brushing teeth, no wearing oils, lotions, perfumes, makeup, or anything like that, no wearing leather, no sex, no sexy times, anything you can do to restrict the body's desire for comfort is good. It gets you more in affinity with the light, which doesn't have a body. Like, we're restricting the body consciousness in order to have affinity with the light today. And so we were basically encompassed by the light all day. The Satan was nowhere to be found. So today was just basically showered and blanketed with light and blessing and unconditional love and favor. So hopefully you have been tapping into that. Our first card is reflect. So yeah, maybe reflecting on all of the growth and the lessons that have been going on over the last couple of weeks. It has been, even for people who have not been consciously following along this this holiday and, you know, devoting to this moment of like a conscious fast, you know, they've still been feeling it. Like, they've still been feeling the effects of it all. We're all one collective conscious, right? So yeah, reflect on the things that have been coming up and reflect on the new year ahead. We're in the spiritual new year. Like, this is the big year that we've been planning for the last 2 years, what we've been clearing the ground for, what we've been basically being like dying and reborn all year long, like coming online, little systems at a time. And so the last couple of weeks, we've been laying the groundwork and the infrastructure for the new soul and for the new life ahead. And so now we've sort of come on and we've been reborn and we've been tuned in, tapped in, turned on. We're on the launch pad, and now it's like we're going in through this, like the last foyer into eclipse season, and we're walking through the portal, and it's like eclipse season is gonna just take off anything that is no longer like in our authentic good. It's no longer part of who we're walking forward to become. It's like part of the past. Like, anything that needs to go, eclipse season is going to take it. So just don't, like, resistance is futile. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. In the meantime, really reflect on, okay, like getting clear on what those behaviors and patterns are that you don't want to take with you, so that you recognize them as they're coming up. Because really, it's like we need to make it a new habit, right? And so it's not going to be so hard forever. There are tendencies in us that will always come up, but it gets easier the more that we're aware, the more that we practice. So as we see these things coming up, and as we have that tendency to be triggered or to go back into a default setting or a pattern, it's like, no, pause, witness this. Why do I really want to do that? What is that really about? What do I think that's going to do? What, you know, and it's not really, you know, and just really question, you know, where your motive is coming from in your triggered state. Why do you want to go to that pattern, that default setting? What do you think it's going to give to you, right? And so the more that you're aware that it's a pattern, the more you step into that sovereignty of your divine humanity, where you get to make a free will decision. Okay, at first I was going to react. I was in cause consciousness. I was in my animalistic lower state. I was in an unevolved, unawakened, lower human state, in that animalistic consciousness, that survival instinct. But I'm going to pause, and I'm going to really think about this, and I'm going to use my intuition, my spirit, my heart, and my soul guidance to lead me. And I'm going to tune inward, and I'm going to say, you know what? How do I choose to act proactively? I want to be in cause consciousness. I want to be in affinity with the creator, not in an effect, in a triggered state of reaction. So I'm going to make a sovereign free will choice, right? So reflect, and then also envision the year to come. What is this vision of this life that you want to call in, right? You might be being gifted right now with a vision of inspiration of what's to come in this year, the person that you could be becoming, the life that you want to see, yourself building, right? Get that visualization already started. You know, a lot of us wait till New Year's. Like, we don't have to do that. We can start the new year in the last quarter of this year and finish strong. So let this be the new year. But yeah, start really getting in your mind that vision of like, what what this year, what you want it to look like. What's the big picture? What's your big vision? Where's your soul kind of like tugging you? Okay, what else do we need to know? Ooh, this was part of my own personal weekly reading. This is sacral chakra. This is also associated with the Sphirot of Yesod. This is the Sphirot directly above that we are in. So on the tree of life, there's the right column and the left column and the central column. The central column is the column of consciousness. Malchut is at the bottom, at the very bottom. That's where the consciousness is birthed into physical form, where we have physical existence in our multiverse. Multipass. So Yesod is directly above that. I don't have my chart. I don't have chart. So Yesod is above that. Yesod is the non-physical. That's the closest version of non-physical that we can touch. It's like on the other side of our reality. This is the astral realm. This is where all of the goodness of the light of the creator, all the blessings, all the abundance, they collect here in this cosmic womb, ready to be given birth to be received by us. So what we're doing, this work that we've been doing, has essentially been unblocking all of the Sphirot, the dimensions of consciousness that make up the tree above this, so that the flow of light can come through unblocked, right? Unencumbered. And so the final stop before the flow comes right to us is this sacral space. So this is associated with distant memory, subconscious, unconscious, the dream world, the spirit world, the astral world. This is where the cosmic forces of the planets and the stars kind of start touching us and having an effect. This is where our creativity is. This is where our sexual desire fuels our desire for life and to grow and to reach for higher consciousness, right? This is where we store our sexual power and energy, which can be used for light or dark. This is where shame is stored, which is a huge block and a huge damper on any of our creative power. This is where we're able to imagine and create thought forms, not just imagine ideas, but literally create thought forms that start to become manifestations that we call in. This is also the realm, this is the Sphirot where we receive abundance and our soulmate. Everything that's a blessing is going to come through Yesod. This is the storehouse. This is where, is it Jacob or was it Joseph? I think it's Jacob. Jacob is the head of the storehouse, and we connect with that the Sadiq Jacob to receive abundance. Okay, so unblocking our creativity, unblocking our vision. Unblocking, ask for a dream tonight to show you, to reveal to you, something that will help you unlock the sparks of light that wait ahead for the year. This could be a vision on something that you need to heal, or something that's coming that you need to prepare for, or a general essence of something that you're becoming or growing into. But yeah, ask for a prophetic vision of your life before you go to sleep tonight for the year ahead. Okay, what more do we need to know for the week? Ooh, voice. So, I love this. So water and voice came up. Interesting. So water is also the element associated with the sacral chakra. As you can see there, here's the pelvic bone, the octopod, what are their arms called? I can't think of the name right now. I'm starving and I'm thirsty. I'm tired. But their arms are here, and the octopus is as an animal spirit, it's all about divine feminine and creativity and intelligence and being flexible and malleable, and being able to be adaptable. Octopods can change color, they can squeeze through, they're very mutable. So this is the lily pad. I can't recall right now what the lily pad represents, but I would imagine it would have to do with something eternal and pure, and it glides over the surface of the water. So peace, being able to glide over the surface of the water means that you can rise above the deluge of the emotion. It means that emotion doesn't control you, that you can, glide over the surface. And, lily pads sit on very still ponds, still water, right? But still waters run deep. So think about that. Water baths this week, healing baths, salt baths. Being in that ambionic fluid of a salt bath is like nourishing that rebirth energy. And it's very healing, like just for the spirit, for the energy, for the aura, for the literal body. It is very, very healing on all levels to take a salt bath. Voice. So we are, like, our mouths are portals of life and death. What gives us the most affinity with the Creator, that separates us from the other kingdoms? Each kingdom is like more expanded in consciousness. We have the mineral kingdom, which is the inanimate kingdom. Then we have a more elevated plant kingdom, which has even more intelligence and life and consciousness than the mineral kingdom. But the mineral kingdom still has intelligence and consciousness. That it has a purpose. It radiates essence that we can connect to and draw from, wisdom and healing. And then there's the animal kingdom, which is even more elevated. And as each of these kingdoms absorb the other, it elevates the last one, and it absorbs it into the whole, and each contains all of what was in the last. So then there's the animal kingdom, and animals have emotions and they have needs. They have needs to connect, and they need each other, and they have relationship, and they communicate, and they have, personality, and they play, and they mourn their dead, and so they're even more awakened. There's an intelligence there. Animals can love in their way. They have affection and loyalty to their humans and each other. But then there's the speaking kingdom. That's what the human beings are called. We are called the speaking kingdom because we can take an idea and voice it, just like the Creator said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Just like the Creator took a spark and condensed it into conscious idea that became fleshed out into a vision that could be articulated and then spoken. That's taking something from nothing. That's making something from nothing. And so we have that power, and there's a very significant creative power in your words. And so when we pray, it's so powerful to pray out loud, but it's also so powerful to pray terrible things about ourselves out loud. So be very careful going out this week what you do with your mouth, what you do with your words. Everything that you say is a prayer, is a spell. It's we're casting always, we're calling in always, we're summoning. So what are you naming and claiming? What are you putting out there? Are you putting evil speech out there that's going to then create more negativity and, process that you have to then work off? The more you become a conscious and elevated student of spirituality, you sort of start to fall under this thing called direct supervision of the Creator. And so if you do something that you're not supposed to, and it's like you still do it anyway, it's like you get like kind of a very quick lashing. Like it's like you're going to be warned right away that that's not something you should be doing. So a very small thing is just being careful about evil speech. Evil speech, there's a lot that can be considered evil speech, but some of the big ones to watch out for is like gossip. Be careful about talking about people. Sometimes you do need advice. Sometimes you do need to vent, but be careful that you're choosing someone specific to get that advice from and to vent to, And then you're not continuing to do that with every single person. Like it needs to be conscious. You need to do it with a purpose, in order to purge your vessel and to gain a different consciousness about the situation. But it's not so that you can sit there and like talk shit, run someone's name through the dirt, just vent out and then have no reflection about it. You know what I mean? Like be intentional, be conscious. Having said that, like, be careful about the things that you're talking about, because if somebody's story doesn't have anything to do with you, then like, does it need to be coming through your mouth? Like, do you need to be talking to anybody about it? Right. Let's see, even talking about someone's good merits and like some great things that they did, like that, even that can be considered evil tongue, because it can be wasteful and empty, and it can cause comparison and lead to certain things. So it's like when words are many, evil is thereof, right? So the more that you kind of talk about people, it's like you start putting evil eye on them, and then you start to compare yourself, right? And it's just like you start getting into like, you know, sticky territory where you might accidentally trip up and start gossiping or start saying bad things about people. And so especially if there's certain people that you have a tendency to do that with, you might have to be extra careful this week. Or you might have to say out loud, like, hey, I'm trying to like do a fast from any kind of gossip, you know. Don't speak ill about yourself or, you know, others. Don't say, you know, oh, I'm so this or that, or oh, I'm stupid, or oh, like, don't talk down about yourself. Don't talk down about your body. Don't talk bad about like your future or your worth. Like, be careful about the things that you are speaking about yourself. Speak blessing this week. Speak, the more you can talk about the wonderfulness of the Creator, it puts you under this like special like house of protection and like extra like light. So when in doubt, talk about how great the Creator is and how great things are, you know, the blessing, how much you're grateful for blessings. Okay. Yes, speak out what you want. Be able to articulate what it is that you're calling in for the year. Start to give yourself little affirmations and mantras to say about the you that you're becoming, the life that you want to call in. Like, give yourself a couple of little good go-tos that are like your mantras for the year, you know, that can remind you of the goals of who you want to be in the life that you're wanting to become, and the things that you're wanting to call in. Oh, I just saw the expansion card. Yes, expand. We are expanding. This is the moment of like the light has come in, and now we're up leveling. We're expanding. And so there could be growing pains, right? We're being stretched. We're being opened. You know, our consciousness is being torn in two. It's like this is the higher self wanting to lead us in this direction. The older self, you know, the small self is still wanting to kind of drag us back and, you know, keep us in that state that we're used to, that state that the ego feels safe in, that smaller self, that, you know, the monster I know is better than the one I don't know kind of thing, right? So be willing to get out there, be mutable, heal. Take this week to be very intentional, go slow, be quiet, spend quiet time, rest. You know, this week may not be the week to just go charging ahead towards your dreams. It's more the week to get still and quiet, keep yourself safe from short circuits, and reflect and get clear on what it is that you want to call in, what you're leaving behind. Start voicing that. Start getting that inner vision, and start allowing yourself to expand in that direction. We have until the full moon. So the full moon is the final day of Sukkot, where it's like we've manifested all of this energy, we've sealed off all the blessings, and we've turbocharged them. So holding out till the full moon, you guys. All right, that's where we're going to manifest this new self. In the meantime, reflect, unblock, expand, take action, take inspired, guided action, but don't go out and force anything this week. And speak life into the blessings you are calling in. Keep declaring all the good things in your life. Keep declaring your gratitude. Keep spreading the light. Keep speaking goodness. Keep speaking blessings. And yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I will do our anchor message. Go follow me on TikTok for daily shorts. They're usually about 3 or 4 minutes. And then if I have time, I break them up and put them on YouTube shorts, but I don't always have time. So if you want that daily content, it's different from our videos that we do here. Follow me on TikTok at Liz_Taylor_Magick. Follow me on Instagram at Liz_Taylor_Magick or Light Love Magic. I'm not super active on the Light Love Magic Instagram, more so on my personal one. And what else? Follow me here, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Comment, like, share. It'll help all these videos get out to other people in the algorithms. I think I'm reaching some new people with the shorts, so welcome you guys. And yeah, y'all be good, but not too good. Shana Tova.